Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jessie. If you're new here, I do all kinds of lifestyle videos, motherhood vlogs, but I do show you guys my budget. We are a family with high expenses, a pretty good income, which is great, but we do have some debt kind of holding us back from some things in life for sure. So that's why I like to share our realistic budget. I'm fairly open and honest about what everything is, and you guys see these budget with me's, and then I do a budget recap toward the end of the month, right after the month end actually, so that you can see what we actually spend. But today is going to be a July budget with me. This video was supposed to go up last week. You can probably tell I can like barely breathe. I finally have some access to my nose again. I just got hit with like a terrible cold about a week ago, and I was behind on filming videos and it just like wasn't gonna happen. Anyways, I'm feeling better, but I definitely am stuffed up. I did not have the energy for makeup, any of that stuff, but I did want to get this video up and not go a second week without any videos. Hope you guys understand with me huffing and puffing because I can like barely breathe. Anyways, let's get into this budget and we'll go through it. I actually haven't fully finished it, which normally you guys watch this and I've already like finished it and talked with Ben about it. I haven't even done that yet, so we'll go through and like finish it together. So let's jump into it. Okay, of course my battery died as soon as I went to start this video. Okay, here's a look at what our budget looks like for this month. I actually haven't finished it completely, so we're gonna go through a little bit of that while we're in here. But over to the right, if you can see it, for July, a couple things coming up. It's my husband's birthday. It's also my mom's birthday in July. We didn't end up taking the dogs to the vet. Well, I think we're gonna take Cora to the vet. Cora goes to the vet tomorrow. So some of the vet bills might actually get paid in July, which was in our June budget. So hopefully I'm not shaking this camera too much. We'll see what that is about. And then I have car renewal in here, but actually Ben just paid it today, so that'll come out of our June budget. So that's everything that I know of that's up and coming for July, and I don't really think there's anything in August. It's crazy to think like that far ahead. As far as our income, we're expecting $10,474 between my income and Ben's. My income is much more fluid. Like next month my income will be less, I believe, just based on the amount of work that I'll be doing. Ben's income actually went up because he got a raise, which is really exciting. So yeah, it kind of evens out. As you guys have watched our videos before, you know that like we have a fairly good income. It's just we have really high expenses and we haven't really done much to get those to come down. Rent is $2,500. These are all the same. One thing, our car insurance went up, so I need to reach out to Geico and figure out. I went up like $12 a month, which seems excessive to me. So I need to reach out to Geico and figure out why that went up so much. Our internet is also going up. Yeah, our internet is also going up quite a bit, from $75 to $111. Ben needs, they're not under my account, so Ben needs to call our internet provider and figure out why that is. They always do this. It's so annoying. Like they give you like these promos your first year and then it goes up. It's just so stupid. But then you have to like take the time to like call them. But I mean, what is it? $35 more a month or something like that. So he needs to call on that because that's ridiculous. Moving on to my business expenses. These are pretty much the same as well. There's nothing like crazy to call out. So in total, we're planning to spend $31.34 on fixed expenses in July. Moving on to debt, these are also all the same. We're currently not putting any extra money toward debt at this time. We decided that filling our savings up as much as possible is more important and more in line with our goals at this time. And then at the end of the year, beginning of next year, if we have like additional income from taxes or something like that, maybe we'll put something toward one of these debts. But for right now, we just are tired of living like paycheck to paycheck, so we want to get up to a point where savings is in a really good place. We also did a video kind of talking about this, so I can link it in the cards up here so you guys can go and watch it if you'd like. But another thing too is like this is our smallest loan, and $113 a month is substantial, but it's not like currently breaking the bank. So like getting rid of one of these two loans wouldn't really help us that much, and we don't have enough. Well, we do, but we would wipe our savings. We don't have enough to like cut both of these, if that makes sense. This is our highest payment, but I still have like $30,000 left on this, so that's not one we're going to be paying off anytime soon unless we come into some money. So that's kind of the issue with that. We're paying just under $1,000 a month in debt. Okay, moving on to variable expenses. We are consistently going over budget on groceries, even though I've moved this up. So I'm gonna keep it at $1,200 actually, because Ben isn't loving Hungry Root right now. So I think we're gonna take a break from it for a couple of months. He's just like a much pickier. Well, I should say that. He's pickier about food quality than I am. I care about food quality, but like I'll eat food, like, you know, I don't get like worked up about it. He's more particular about that, whereas I'm just like a picky eater in general. So that's what I mean by he's like pickier about it. So we're gonna take a month or so off of that and see how it goes. That was like $95 every other week in addition to our other groceries, so I don't really think it was saving us any money. It was just saving us a little bit of time. Moving on, Costco I have at $300, restaurants $200. That's pretty much the same. $200 on that. Household I have at $800. Beauty I have at $100 because I'm not planning on getting my nails done or anything. Ben might have a haircut, or like if I get some makeup or something, I left that in here. But as you guys can tell, wearing makeup has not been a goal of mine, at least in this last week when I've been sick. Doctors I'm just keeping at $500. We still haven't gotten our hospital bill yet, and yeah, I don't know. I just feel like we're going to more doctors. Did I tell you guys in a vlog? I don't know. I was like so worked up about my old doctor leaving, but I had found a new doctor and I was really excited about it. She's leaving now. So now both doctors that I like trust at this like practice that I go to aren't gonna be there. So I either need to follow my current doctor, which would be, I think, out of pocket. I don't think that her new practice will be covered by insurance. She starts there in August. Or I need to find a new doctor within this practice, which there are other doctors that I could see. But honestly, I'm just like so sick of this practice in general. Like, I've liked the one that I've been, they have multiple offices. The Wheaton office was the one that I was going to as my new doctor, and I think that they're great and like organized and super kind, but a lot of the other offices aren't. The other doctor at the Wheaton office I don't believe will have any availability, so yeah, I just have to figure that out. So there might be some, I don't know, my doctor bill might be higher if I decide to stay with my current doctor until I find a different one. Because that'll be out of pocket, I think. So I don't know. Doctors are just a little bit all over the place. You guys know we tend to spend a lot more on doctors than I think a lot of people do, because I deal with like chronic symptoms, so does Ben, and we've just had better luck with like functional doctors than we have with regular doctors. Utilities $250, car $100, Cora and Finn $200, miscellaneous $100. For birthday I have $100 because it's Ben's birthday. Sorry, this is the part where like I actually have to finish my budget, so I'm currently thinking. Currently have $0 in savings, $750 for my taxes. None of these renew and we're not traveling. So I have about $13.51 left over that I know of. Again, we tend to have like random big like things that come up for us. It's never like a $10 purchase, you know. It's like we decide to buy a $300 air filter or something like that because Ben and I need mental help apparently. I'm gonna up Cora and Finn to, I'm just gonna do it to $600 because they both need appointments. Cora, I'm fairly certain, has an ear infection again, so we'll probably pay for hers out of our June budget, but Finn's will be out of our July budget. And yeah, I just want to make sure that there's like enough money in there for that in case Cora has to go back for like a follow-up or something. That might not even be enough. I don't know. Vets are expensive. Dogs are expensive. Remember that. So $951.86. I don't really think we have anything else that I need to like up. I really don't want to up our grocery budget because I think that should be plenty of money. Let's think. I might just put it all in savings, and then if it doesn't get used for that, that's fine. Yeah, so it's really just the vet. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put this all in savings just for like balance wise. I like to like zero out my budgets, but that doesn't mean, if you guys watch any of my budget recaps, you know that like we're always out of budget in some category or like we don't use another budget, or similar to what happens, like I tend to budget for stuff and then we don't end up using it, but we'll use it on something else. Like I'll budget $800 for the dogs to go to the vet and then we won't use it, but we'll use 500 of it on an air filter. You know, I'm just using that as an example, but like that tends to be like what we do. So I'm just gonna do that for now, and then if we don't put all of that in savings, that's okay. If we do, that would be awesome. We totally could beef up our savings. I can show you guys quickly like what our savings and debt tracker is looking like. I haven't updated these in like a month or so, so those might be a little bit down, but our personal savings is in a really good place. Again, if you watched our latest video, we want to save for like multiple reasons, like possibly a down payment on a house, but we don't want to like bleed out our entire savings for that, and like any, you know, crap that comes in with that, like moving costs, anything like that. Yeah, just like in case there's other health issues or we end up having a second baby at some point, or any of this stuff is available. Like we lived so long without any savings, or with like barely $1,000, or even, to be honest, we had $10,000 when we moved back from Raleigh, which felt really good. We had like just under $10,000. We were really excited about that. And then Cora, our dog, tore her ACL and she had to have over $5,000 surgery. Plus she went to the emergency vet, so she wiped out like half of our savings in one go. We just like didn't want to be in that situation anymore, between like that type of stuff happening, then I went to the hospital, which we still haven't gotten the hospital bill, you know, all that kind of stuff. We just would rather have more money if, God forbid, anything ever happened to like Ben's job, which hopefully it never will, but you know, you just like never know. With my job even, like we depend quite a bit on my income, even though Ben's income is definitely higher. That is kind of my random ramble. Thank you for dealing with my cold brain and cold face. I hope that you enjoyed seeing what our budget looks like for July. I am planning to film with Ben this weekend our mid-year like goals recap. So like where are we at mid-year when it comes to like our personal goals, our financial goals, all that kind of stuff. That should be up in like a week or so. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna get to editing this, so it will actually go up this week, and I will see you in the next video.